The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding.
So what's your excuse? Is it too cold where you live? Is it too hot where you live? Does it rain too much? Now it's time for some real talk.
And I was like, time to become a man. Walk forward, peripheral vision. Get it. Own yourself. Walk forward with more courage and start becoming the man you want to be instead of acting like it and putting it off.
You just got to grind. This next generation that's coming up, and I don't mean to smash all of them, but they seem like a bunch of to me. Because of that, there's never been more opportunity than there is right now. If you're a savage and you get out there and you grind hard and you want it bad enough, you can run all these guys over, man.
Wake up and grind. Wake up and grind. Wake up and grind. Every day. That's the method. I mean, it's not hard. If you get up every single day and put your mind to something, how could you really believe that you won't win? It's not possible. I mean, 99% of people already don't want to grind. So you just start and you becoming the 1%. This junk is really simple, but you're making it hard. When all you have to do is wake up and grind every day. That's the method.
Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants the credit, the recognition, the applause when they cross the finish line. Nobody wants the years that come before. The early mornings nobody knows about. The workouts you did when nobody was clapping. The work you put in when there was no audience, no validation, no proof that any of it would ever matter. That's where the real men are built. Not on the stage, not in the spotlight, not in the moments everybody watches, in the silence. The silence of a 5 a.m. gym when nobody else showed up. The silence of working on something for years before anyone noticed. You keep going anyway. Most men can handle that silence. They need to be seen doing the work. They need to post about it. Tell their friends. Get validation along the way. But the men who actually become something, they disappear into the work. They go quiet and they let the years build them into someone the world has to acknowledge. Watch.
That's why I often tell my clients, especially young people, they say, well, I don't know what to do. It's like, that's okay. Nobody does. Go do something. Do the best thing that you can think of. Put the best plan you have into practice. It's not going to be perfect, and it will change along the way. But it will change partly because you become disciplined pursuing the path. And as you become disciplined, you become wiser. And as you become wiser, you become able to formulate better and better plans.
The one mentality that you must have in life is that regardless of what's in front of you, you still must grind. I'll never be in the Olympics. I'll never be a professional athlete, but still I grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind.
You know, some of y'all are motivated by broke. I'm broke, I'm stuck, I'm fucked up, I can't do nothing. Some of y'all are motivated by just wanting to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Other folks are motivated by materialistic things. It's a very simple concept. If you want it, you gotta go get it.
This one gonna hurt for you to hear, but I don't care, because you need to hear it. You're behind, and you know it. But you're not behind everybody else. You're not behind your family. You're not behind the people that doubted you. You're behind the man you promised yourself you'd be. I know how badly you want to quit, bro. And I know how badly them voices in your head are telling you it's not worth it. But I also know how badly you want this shit. If there's not a voice in this world that believes in you, let me be the one that does. Go chase tomorrow's you, because he's already at the top.
I love this game. I live this game. There's 1,000 other guys waiting in the wings who are obsessed with this game. Obsession's gonna be talent every time. You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Is it all you ever think about? Let's face it, it's you against you out there. When you walk on that court, you have to think, I am the best guy out there.
You're gonna hate yourself in the morning. Why are you pulling back? No, don't tell me yes. Why? Every time you don't fucking listen. Where are you supposed to be?
Do you want to be on your deathbed knowing that you could, but you didn't?
If you want to be really great at something, you kind of have to be out of your mind, but you also have to have an iron will.
Yeah.
You don't want to work out every day.
Yeah.
There's going to be days you just want to eat cake and sleep.
Yeah.
But if you want to get past the guy who eats cake and sleeps, you don't eat cake and you don't sleep.
Yeah.
It all starts
with who you are. You know, I always tell our players, who you are is more important than what you do. How high you jump, how fast you run, because who you are is your character. And your character is an accumulation of your thoughts, your habits, and your priorities on a day-to-day basis, because those three things determine the choices you make, and the choices you make you who you are.
When you have a dream, the one thing you have to watch out for are those out there that'll try to crush your dream. And you cannot allow that to happen. That is your biggest challenge. So I challenge you to have your dream, go after it with all you have, and be legendary in your own right.
Set up a schedule and just do the work. You stick to what you put there on paper. You take your time, you make the plan, and unless you really are sick or have some type of higher excuse, you just do what you have committed to.
And how you become a better person, how you gain mental toughness, how you become the person you want to be, is constantly facing the things that you don't want to face. If you constantly run away from things that you don't want to face, how is there growth? How is there mental toughness?
The truth is, whatever game you play in life, sometimes you're going to lose. A point, a match, a season, a job. It's a roller coaster with many ups and downs. And it's natural when you're down to doubt yourself and to feel sorry for yourself. And by the way, your opponents have self-doubt too. Don't ever forget that. But negative energy is wasted energy. You want to become a master at overcoming hard moments. That is, to me, the sign of a champion. The best in the world are not the best because they win every point. It's because they know they'll lose again and again and have learned how to deal with it. You accept it, cry it out if you need to, and then force a smile.
If you want to be good, you really don't have a lot of choices because it takes what it takes. You have to do what you have to do to be successful. So you have to make the choices and decisions to have the discipline and the focus to the process of what you need to do to accomplish your goals. And all these guys that think they have a lot of choices.
If you are able to get up every morning, have no passion, no drive, no motivation, no shit, and still get up with that kind of fire, you will be successful in life.
One of the things that's very important to note about stress is that stress primarily comes from not taking action over something that you can have some control over. What it means is there's something that is bothering me and I haven't yet taken any action on it. Stress doesn't come from hard work, for example. You know, you can be working incredibly hard and loving it, and likewise, you can be out of work and incredibly stressed. So stress comes from ignoring things that you shouldn't be ignoring.
If you have a regular job like an office job, you will pretend to be a whole different person for 8 hours a day, every day of your life that you're there.
Yeah.
That is a lot of time bullshitting.
Yeah.
And when you get out of all that bullshitting, there's not much you left. Whatever could have been you never grew, because whatever could have been you was stifled by fluorescent lights and a monitor.
Real talk. Some of you motherfuckers pissed me the off. So guess what? I disappeared and come back with a 200 miler. I'm 199 miles into this race. Gary's knees are bad. See how he runs. Yeah, see how I run 200 miles, motherfucker. I'm about to finish this bitch up. Hey, what were you doing for the last 65 hours? I know what I was doing. I was running all up and down the mountains, getting it in, doing what I preach about.
Most men don't have a talent problem, they have a grind problem. They're not stuck because they're not smart enough. They're not behind because they don't know what to do. The information is everywhere, the strategies are everywhere. Goggins, Hormozi, Jocko, they'll all said exactly what it takes. Nobody's missing the message. What's missing is the willingness to do it for years without complaint. That's what separates winners from everybody else. Not intelligence, not luck, not connections. The willingness to put in the work every single day when nothing is happening yet, when there are no results, when Nobody's paying attention where every reasonable part of you says it's not working. Most men can grind for a week. Some can grind for a month. Almost nobody can grind for a year. And the ones who change their entire lives grind for a decade. Read that again. A decade. That's a gap between you and the version of yourself you keep promising. Not a course, not a podcast, not a morning routine. 10 years of work you haven't been willing to do. And every time you quit early, you reset the clock. Every time you take a month off training, that's a month added to your transformation. Every time you skip the hard conversation, the hard workout, the hard work, you push the man you could be further into the distance. The grind isn't a phase you get through. It's the actual life of every man who becomes something.
You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.
The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding.
It's simple. Number one, outwork, out-improve, out-strategize, and outlast. If you can outwork, out-improve, out-strategize, outlast, it's going to be very, very hard to compete against you.
If you want some kind of a good outcome, you're going to have to work hard for it. And if you don't work hard for something, you're not going to get an outcome that's really worth much.
You don't know how you're going to win? You treat every day like a Monday and every month like a January. You got to wake up every day and put 110% to your craft because there's someone out there that's getting it more than you. So don't be acting shocked when they up and you down. The person who grinds the hardest always gets it. Hard work beats talent every time. Remember that.
You have to be crazy enough to think that it's possible. That's how you do something worthwhile. That's how you beat the odds. You have to believe it's possible.
End off your night with this. You can either wake up tomorrow and literally choose to change your life, choose to get the skills you need to be successful, rich, or conquer your dreams. Or you can wake up and decide to do the same shit that you've been doing for the past 3 years of your life that you hate.
When you're 35, 40, 50 years old, you're going to figure out that you didn't have a choice and you didn't take the right choice, okay? And the right choice is you can either go out and build your dreams, go through all the hard shit, get knocked down a million times, get punched in the face a million times, get told you're shit by everybody that you love and everybody that's around you, get made fun of, get laughed at, get picked on, become the joke, and continue to move forward, and then build your dreams and let your life speak for itself. That's your one choice. Or the other choice is you can quit.
But now you know what giving it your all is. And you will not succeed in business or any endeavor in life until that fight you just went through is applied to the same endeavor. And you guys are saying you're doing everything right and you're giving it your all. Come on. Come on. Your all's a lot more than you know. You got more inside of you to give. Stop selling yourself so short.
I don't care how bad you want to quit. I don't care how bad you want to stop. Give up. Turn around. Don't do it. When you start something, you better finish it. You can achieve great things even though you think the only option is to quit. The only option is to give up or stop. You are capable of so much more. So keep getting 1% better every day and never quit. Don't stop.
I get happier about the harder it is because I know that no one else will follow.
It's a selection effect.
And I think if you can shift from this is hard to no one else will be able to do this, then it flips from being this thing that you're like, oh, poor me, to oh, poor everyone else who's going to have to try.
I want you to fail, and I want you to get up and do it again. The same thing in life is the same thing here. If you can do this, you can do anything. Anything. Right now, you're 5% away. 5% away from being a champion.
There's two things I've learned from these past 7 months. Number one is that hard work pays off. And number two is that dreams come true. And that's what's happening.
The biggest mistake a person can do right now is to give up. You might not reach the best version of yourself in this lifetime, but a better one than you are right now.
There are graveyards full of men who thought they had more time. Action waits for nobody. Progress waits for nobody. It doesn't matter if you're tired. It doesn't matter if you're sore. It doesn't matter if you don't want to do cardio. You do it with the motivation to begin and the discipline to endure. Victory is only a matter of time.
Just be the best version of yourself in anything that you do. You don't have to live anybody else's story. Sometimes people make it seem like you have to have certain prerequisites or a crazy life story in order to be successful in this world. But the truth is you really don't. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you have or don't have, what you lack, what you have too much of, but all you need to have is faith in God, an undying passion for what you do or what you choose to do in this life, and a relentless drive and the will to do whatever it takes to be successful and whatever you put your mind to.
Why would God give you a vision that you couldn't achieve? Literally sit down and ask yourself that for a second. Why would he give you something that you couldn't do anything with? Now, you're probably thinking to yourself that you're struggling, you can't stay consistent, you've been productive, and you can't see the results and what you're actually trying to get. And I want to tell you right now that God is allowing that as well. He's putting that in your life. He's allowing it because that will turn you into the person if you learn from it.
There are no shortcuts. I know if you heard that before. Every motivation video says it. Every podcast says it. Goggins yells it. And yet, you still keep looking. You keep looking for the hack, the system, the morning routine that fixes everything, the supplement that makes you stronger, the book that finally clicks, the course that gives you the answer. None of it works, because the answer isn't external. The answer is the boring, repetitive, unglamorous work you keep trying to skip. The reps, the early mornings, the cold showers, the pages written when you don't feel like reading, the training when you don't feel like training, the work when nothing in you wants to work. That's it. That's the entire secret. The men who win don't have something you don't. They didn't know. They don't know something you don't. They just do the thing you keep postponing every day for years until the results become inevitable. Inevitability isn't a gift. Inevitability is what happens when you grind long enough that the math has no choice but to favor you. When you've put in so much work that the universe has nowhere left to deny you. When you've shown up so many times that quitting becomes harder than continuing. That's the only path. Not the shortcuts, not the trick, not the system, the grind. Day after day. Until the man you're trying to become can't be ignored anymore.
Everybody gets one chance to do something great. Most people never take the chance, either because they're too scared or they don't recognize it when it spits on their shoes. This is your big chance, and you shouldn't let it go by.
What would have to happen by the end of 2026 for me to look back on 2026 and consider it a success?
Get serious. That's number one. I don't know any substitute for that.
You don't have to tell anybody you're going to the gym, just go. You don't have to tell anybody you're starting that business, just start.
Once you learn how to work, the work itself is self-reinforcing and you enjoy it. It's everything else that you didn't know you were going to have to sacrifice so that you could get back to working.
Life isn't fair at all. At all. So what are you gonna do about it? I knew that no one was coming back to help me. No one's gonna miracle me to be somebody special. Everybody that called me nigger, my dad, my mom, all my situations were on me now. It's solely on me.
When a man can't find a deep sense of meaning, they distract themselves with pleasure.
Never wait on the right time, because the right time ain't ever coming. All that, when we get my ducks lined up in the row, no you won't. No you won't. Because as you have aspirations, you gotta understand that the devil understands your aspirations too. The devil's job is to rob you of your destiny. So there will always be an obstacle. So if you're waiting on the right time, you'll never make the move. You have to go. See, devil, he only has one job, to rob you of what God intended for you to be. That's his only job. So he has a lot of people that work for him full time. They're called haters. And they at work all the time. And you all experience with them too. And so what you gotta do is, when you have these ideas of greatness, you gotta go forward. Because it's not gonna be a right time. Just go. Just go. Go jump. Take a chance.
Winning is for the obsessed. You must be obsessed if you want to win. You must be obsessed with the goal, the journey, the outcome, the experience, the rejections, all of it.
Only risk takers win. By definition, if you are the same as everybody else, if you're not taking a risk over and above what everybody else is taking, by definition, you can't win.
Believe in yourself. Your mom and dad, when you wake up, believe in yourself. That ain't it. People think, why the You run 100-mile races, 200-mile races, breaking pull-up records. Why are you a smoke jumper at 47 with all this money? The way I build belief, I have to do it at that level because the darkness in which I came from.
In order to become the better version of yourself, you literally have to kill off your original version. Because if it lingers around, it's going to find you again.
The only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you. And then you'll forget they exist. Success is the only revenge. It's not the best revenge. It's the only one. There's no other revenge.
So when your plan fails, when those bolster laws get too heavy, when you get knocked down on the canvas, when everything falls apart in your life and your plan is up, what the are you gonna do? There's only one motherfucking option. Stay hard.
Most of your life is going to be quiet. Most of your wins won't be public. Most of your hardest days won't be posted. Most of the work that actually changes will happen when nobody's watching. Accept that now. Stop chasing the visibility. Stop posting the grind. Stop needing to be seen working in order to keep working. Disappear into the work. The men who win don't announce it. They become it. Quietly, daily, without fanfare, without permission, without needing anyone to validate that what they're doing matters. Here's what's going to happen if you actually do it. For the first month, you'll feel invisible. Friends will stop asking what you're up to. Family will assume you're going through something. The dopamine of being seen will be gone and you'll feel its absence every day. For the second month, you'll question yourself. You'll wonder if it's even worth it. You'll see other men posting their wins and you'll feel behind. The temptation to break the silence will be massive. But by the third month, something shifts. You start enjoying the silence. The work becomes its own reward. The results start showing, not to others, but to you. You catch yourself in the mirror and you see somebody different, stronger, sharper, more dangerous. That's when you know it's working. Your job for the next year is simple. Stop telling people what you're going to do. Stop announcing the changes you're making. Stop performing your discipline online. Just do it in silence for yourself until the version of you that you keep promising shows up, and the world has no choice but to notice. Grind in silence, win in silence, and let the results speak when you finally allow them.